Welcome back to many things. We've had a little break between episodes, and there's so many subjects that I can't. I don't remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh well. I mean, last episode I was talking about
YouTube
and the many issues with it in this modern day and age.
What it's like to be one of the OG YouTubers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, no, my problems with it and like my thing. So I just like, I don't know. I still feel extremely creative, but yeah, I don't know. And I just wanted to kind of, I kind of touched on it, but I wanted to give myself a proper conclusion. I'm pretty sure that where I'm going in terms of YouTube is on the animation and drawing side, right?
Yeah.
And I want to do all kinds of videos in that regard, right? Yeah, so I think that animation is the way to go, and and all kinds of stuff, little animation things that I've been interested in. Maybe a bigger project. I have all these like little tiny ones that are just like little musical things that I'm interested in doing. Maybe doing some more. Oh, we're here. That's interesting. Doing some more quick draws. Eventually finishing them. Oh boy. And also, maybe doing some more animated story time stuff. I don't know. Do you like those things? Animated story times?
Yeah.
I don't really know how I feel about them, to be honest.
I think the current lead animated storytellers on YouTube are starting to hit a point where they're doing things to make a video.
Where like they're trying to find crazy things in their lives to talk about.
Yeah.
I've gotten that impression.
And so I'm thinking, well, you kind of really don't have much of a life anymore, do you? You just make videos, and that's all there is.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of the singularity, isn't it, of animated storytime YouTubers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like maybe maybe that's my way of like just making a video about whatever the fuck I want, just talking about a subject, but I'll just animate it. Because that's kind of what the Odd One Is Out does. He doesn't necessarily tell stories as he kind of just... I mean, sometimes he does, but, like, he just talks about stuff that sometimes, doesn't he? Just a thing that he's interested in. The Odd One's Out.
Yeah, I can't remember what the last one was that he did. I think that's because I was just sort of tuned out. He made a new book. That's what it is. And I'm just like, alright.
Why did he make 2 books?
I have no idea.
What are they about? What happens in them?
I think...
Because they're not, because they're actually books about him and his YouTube, right?
Yeah, they're kind of about that sort of thing.
Or are they?
I'm not really sure because I didn't buy it and I didn't really care to buy it.
I don't like YouTuber books.
No.
And by that I mean not books made by YouTubers, but books about YouTubers. Did you know Ninja has 2 books and they're both awful?
Really?
Yeah. How to be a pro gamer is like one of them.
There's got to be something good about Ninja. There's so much negative perception about him. He's got to be something good about him.
He's kind of a prick.
Really?
Yeah. He's good at the game he plays, Fortnite.
Yeah.
And people respect that above being a good person. So that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a lot of shade, but whatever, man. I don't care.
I'm just trying to be the other side of the argument. Be like, there's got to be something good about him. It's not just like throw him down shit creek and throw a rock at him.
He's got notoriously bad takes. He has a massive ego about himself.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know, he just comes across as a bit of a prick to me.
Yeah. Like the Paul
got a
brothers.
massive ego, actually.
The Paul brothers had a lot of that.
They still do.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit less now because the sort of the storm has ended.
They might have learnt. Ninja hasn't necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I'm not optimistic about what's the new thing called, the new like mixer.
Yeah. I was really upset when they announced Mixer because that was when I was starting to look into doing Twitch, and they're like, look, here's a new alternative. And it's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing, everyone's always like, oh, there should be options for things, but like I don't know, I kind of like there to just be one, because that way I don't have to worry that I'm like not going on the right site or something. It's like with streaming, it's like I know Twitch is like the #1 streaming platform, and that's where everyone goes and everyone likes it.
So you looked into Mixer?
I didn't look into it as much as like it was announced when
you were considering doing streaming.
Yeah, but like I was really pissed when Mixer was announced, and everyone was like, "Oh, maybe Mixer's the next platform," and it's like I really hope it's the Gold Man. Holy shit! I was like, I really hope it's not, because like I just like I don't know, I don't want to have to compete, I don't want to pick sides, but Apparently Mixer's not doing too well, so
What a
There we go.
surprise.
yeah. But doesn't Mixer just as a whole kind of come across as like arrogant to you? Of like, I'm the coolest and best, I'm the best Twitch streamer in the world, so therefore I have 100% confidence that I can just make a new streaming service. You know, it comes across as very like, I'll make my own thing
Is
with
that what it
blackjack and hookers.
I thought that because Mixer's associated with Microsoft as their streaming service or their live streaming.
I don't know, they made a deal, but Ninja's over there.
But yeah,
I don't know if
Ninja was poached from Twitch to become like their lead representative, their lead streamer.
Sure.
And like it's great for him and his long-term future in streaming because Fortnite's like
It's not
decline-
dying down.
It's not dying down.
No.
So, but whatever it is, he's
Well,
securing
maybe-
his future and he's making a shitload of money out of it.
Yeah.
And so
He's always come across as the kind of person that, again, like the Paul Brothers, just got a bit too popular, a bit too fast, a bit too young of an age.
really,
I've also
how
tried-
old is he?
I don't know. He's only in his like early 20s.
Really?
Surely,
Oh.
right?
Well, if you don't know, you don't know. But Stephanie, put up how old Ninja is on the screen. Thank you.
Thanks. Regardless, like I
Yeah.
don't know. He just I can't really describe it, and I'm sure people will argue with me. He just has an ego to me.
Yeah.
He just comes
So,
across
like,
as someone who,
Popular and arrogant people.
yeah,
It's like people want Justin Bieber to be good, but he's not.
he's not.
Like we really
Wow.
want successful people to be good people, and there are successful people who are good people. I think Taylor Swift's a good person.
Mhm.
That's the impression that you get from the things that she says and does. She gets caught up in celebrity drama, and and when you're that big, it's easy to get linked with that sort of stuff because that's just the way the media treats it. They think that that's what they have to do, and then at the same time, the people sort of want you to be bad at the same time they want you to be good.
That's true. That's true. If you're popular, people want you to not be good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And
But-
I know
yeah.
people would say that to me about Ninja. They'll be like, "Well, you just don't like him because he's popular." And it's like that's really not true. But I can see why you'd think that. So I don't know. I can't defend it. By the way, this man just died in front of me.
Oh.
And there's a few bodies falling
you-
down.
Oh, what man?
Yeah. So you know how you probably don't remember, but there was a man who was like, "I'm trying to find the hidden arena at the bottom of the world."
Oh,
the
yeah,
edge of the
yeah.
world. That's above us. And
Oh, he's
so
at the top killing people.
I actually think he's down here dead now.
Oh, wow.
No. He's in the arena. I can go see him.
Oh,
I've watched his stuff as well, and it's just like really not my thing.
yeah.
You know, one thing I don't like about certain streamers that doesn't really interest me as
Mm.
much. And oh god,
Yeah,
that's
wait.
poison. I didn't realize that. Is I don't know, man. I like people who talk. I like people who are interactive with their audience and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, and I can't really turn it off. Like even when I'm performing to an audience of 0, like I still want to perform, you know. And I've kind of thought about like I'm wasting my energy or my voice or my whatever. It's like I don't know. I still just kind of want to do it. And I just really appreciate that interaction with the audience and stuff. Like, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about him in general, but Ross O'Donovan,
Mm-hmm.
Rubber Ninja.
Yeah.
I like to tune into a stream every now and then where he's just animating and he sits and he animates for like 12 hours and it's like great, you know, awesome, something to put on while I'm working. But he just kind of doesn't say anything. Like one time I tuned into a stream and like for about half an hour he just sat there in silence, just like not reading chat, not, you know, interacting.
Was he up to a difficult part of what he was doing?
He was just like focused on his work, you
Yeah.
know, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like the thing is with Ross is he's, oh god, now I'm gonna get really fucking meta, but like some people got the performing gusto, and some
Yeah.
people don't. You know,
Charisma.
like you and I, we got the gusto. We can talk into a camera for
Mhm.
hours and hours without having to think about it. Oh god, I hate these enemies so much. But some people don't. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
also gonna say you
yeah.
probably we both know some people who I think fit that category of not really the people who can play a game but they can't talk at the same time. You know, or they can't do that two things at once.
Yeah.
And it comes naturally to us, and it's probably because we're just very experienced. But you know, anyway.
Talking about having on-camera charisma.
Mm.
In supercars, they're the young guys coming in. They're so good. I just not that they're talented behind the wheel, but they're friendly. They say hello, and you feel and they're younger than me, and they're coming in. And they're like, hey, "How's it going, mate?" You know, and some of them were having pretty rubbishy weekends as it was, and they're like, put all that aside, say thanks for coming.
Oh, so you're saying like they're happy to meet fans?
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff?
happy to meet fans.
Yeah, it's probably new to them and everything. They're like, this is so exciting, regardless of yeah. That's awesome.
And so it just really makes me like those guys because the older guys who have been there longer aren't
they're jaded and like.
Well,
it's just part of the course for them.
Yeah, it is, and so it's important for me. I think it is for all fans to have that, to feel like you're valued.
Yeah, I never want to become like that kind of jadedness.
No, I think that it doesn't happen. Like with Game Grumps, it doesn't happen to them. They I think stick with the idea that the fans are where it's at, and you've got to keep with them because they're the thing. They made you who you are.
Exactly.
They gave you your success. You got to appreciate them at every step of the way. Every step of success, you got to say thank you so much.
I'll admit, and I don't know if I should say who they are, but there is a group of YouTubers who I used to really like them, but I kind of fell off just because like they just never came across as like sincerely, I don't know, appreciative of their fans.
Yeah.
They would always joke about their fans in a kind of demeaning way. And like I think the idea was just like, oh, you know, they're kind of in on the joke, but I don't know, it still kind of hurt.
Not Jack's Films.
No. Jack's Films is great. Jack's Films, he's always come across to me as someone who is appreciative of his fans. You know, he kind of plays it off, but he there's a genuineness behind it. Yeah. You know, when with these guys, it's like the opposite,
right? Where
it feels like they say like, oh, we're so appreciative of you, but it never feels like it comes from an actual point of genuine.
It's really easy to say thank you when you have success.
It's not easy to show it, apparently.
Well,
you gotta be sincere. People can pick up on it, and I did. And I used to really, really like and support these guys, but I don't know. I just felt really kind of disrespected, and I just completely fell off of. But like I was on their Patreon. I was supporting them on Patreon. Not only do I not do that anymore, I don't even watch them anymore. Anyway, that's depressing. Next episode. Bye bye.
Okay.